2 people are dead, 7 more are injured, and the government says don't blame the entire industry. This is Kenya News Update today. A building collapses in Nairobi's Karen area, and the official response is a defense of the construction sector. Coming up, you'll hear the government's surprising stance and discover the shocking details of what really happened on Ngong Lane. Meet Cabinet Secretary Lee Ju-e, the man in charge of trade and industry. In the wake of a deadly collapse, his first public statement wasn't about mourning or immediate accountability. It was a defense. On Tuesday, January 13, he stepped forward, but here's the twist. His focus was on protecting the sector's reputation. He called construction a key driver of the economy, supporting thousands of jobs. He pointed to World Bank forecasts, and he acknowledged the incident, but only as an isolated case. This is the setup. A building falls, lives are lost. And the narrative shifts from tragedy to economic defense. Why should you care? Because this is about the safety of every structure in Kenya. The stakes are your home, your office, the mall you shop in. This is personal for every Kenyan. Now let's escalate. This statement comes just one day after the National Construction Authority, the NCA, released its own report. And here's what nobody's talking about: the precise timeline. The collapse happened on Saturday, January 10, 2026 at p.m. The location, Ngong Lane, Karen. The toll, 2 fatalities, 2 people critically injured, 7 others with minor injuries, all evacuated to hospital. The NCA even identified the registered property owner. But then, the government's response. Cabinet Secretary Ju-e said, and I quote, "This incident must not be construed as a reflection of the entire industry." He promised immediate action to strengthen safety standards. He promised to work with county governments. But here's the part that will blow your mind. The primary message was damage control. My ministry will work closely with all stakeholders to ensure that a few failures do not overshadow the greater good. Let that sink in. A few failures? 2 people are dead. This is the revelation. The tension isn't just about a building. It's about a system that prioritizes economic image in the immediate shadow of loss. The contrast is stark. One report details death and injury. The next defends an industry's reputation. This is the evidence of a deeper conflict. Now, for the impact. What does this mean for Kenya? Some say the government is right to protect a vital economic sector that employs thousands. Others say this is a tone-deaf response that sidelines victims and safety. The controversy is clear. Is this responsible leadership or reputation management? The unanswered question hangs in the air. If this is an isolated case, why does building collapse news feel so familiar to Kenyans? The implications are huge for public confidence. The government promises stringent measures, but will action match the words? The payoff brings us back. 2 people are dead. The government defends the sector. Do you think this is the right response after a tragedy? Should the economic argument come first, or should victim accountability and safety be the sole focus? Drop your take in the comments below. This is a debate every Kenyan needs to have. Subscribe to Kenya News Update today for more breaking news that impacts you directly.